Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, they try to shuffle pass, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The Chargers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap for Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A lot of times when you get a magical third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown! Xander Horvath. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefsians are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they were trying to create one there, get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Herbert operating from the red zone. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Still going. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and goal. Herbert, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Bird to return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, has a play call.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bird to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, they'll run it here.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last two games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7.
Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7.
Eckler now between the tackles. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Open man is Palmer.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Eckler not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Whipping run into Allen. That's complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Bird to return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
James now to return it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now it's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
board. Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Mahomes.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Butker now to add the extra point. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 35, Chargers 34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the